Well, guys, we always knew this day would come eventually, but seeing it on the screen, it hits different. Potentially the worst news ever for Destiny players. If you haven't checked your phones or logged onto Twitter over the last few hours, Bungie just dropped today's TWID. And it's not just a regular weekly update, it's an announcement. A big one. On June 9th, Destiny 2 is getting its final live service content update, the Monument of Triumph. After nearly 12 years, active development on Destiny projects are officially coming to a close. I'm not gonna lie to you, my feelings right now are completely bittersweet. And for most of a decade, this game has been a constant in my life. It's what I boot up when I'm stressed. It's where I've met lifelong friends. And it's the universe where I can escape from reality. Saying goodbye to active updates for Destiny 2 feels like the end of an era. But at the same time, there's this weird sense of relief. And honestly, maybe a little hope. Let's talk about why this had to happen, what it means for the future, and why this upcoming June update might actually be the perfect send-off. Let's be real with each other for a second. Look at the current state of Bungie. Over the past couple of years, the studio has been through the absolute ringer. Restructuring, shifting focuses, working on Marathon, they've been stretched incredibly thin. And as players, we've felt that. A lot of us have been asking, where are the updates? Why haven't we heard anything official? Is Destiny 3 really in development? Well, today's TWID basically gave us answers without explicitly stating them. Firstly, Destiny 3 wouldn't be able to exist if Bungie was forced to keep Destiny 2 running alongside Marathon. It takes an immense amount of resources, developers, and literal all-nighters just to patch this game, let alone create new seasons, episodes, and expansions, whatever you want to call them at this point. The operations at Bungie would be barely hanging on. Trying to build a brand new next-gen sequel while keeping Destiny 2 on life support is a losing battle. So when Bungie says they're stopping Destiny 2 development to incubate their next games and let the universe live beyond Destiny 2, they're clearing the table for something bigger. In other words, Destiny 2 needs to die if Destiny 3 is going to live. For the first time since Destiny 1, the developers have a blank slate. If Destiny 3 is going to happen, and a strong part of me believes it will, they need the freedom to build it from scratch without being tied down by a decade of old code, technical debt, and bad decision making. They need to breathe. And frankly, we need to let them breathe so they can make the best game we all know they're capable of making. Now, if you're a veteran who played the original Destiny, this whole situation probably feels incredibly similar. In 2017, we were given the Age of Triumph. Bungie did the exact same thing back then. They brought all the old raids forward, updated the loot, threw a massive celebration, and left Destiny 1 in a perfect, highly replayable state before moving on. And looking at what's coming on June 9th with the Monument of Triumph, they're doing it again, but at an even higher level. And can we just mention how expansive this final update actually looks? Though the game is clearly on its deathbed, I'm genuinely excited to jump back in and just play for the pure fun of it. Here is a brief highlight of what's coming. They're doing a massive overhaul to raid and dungeon loot, updating weapons to modern standards, adding set bonuses, and bringing back weekly featured rotations. We're getting a refreshed director that puts the focus back to where it belongs. There are new sandbox updates, brand new aspects like Crack Shot for Hunters, Soul Siphon for Warlocks, and Shield Burst for Titans, plus new grenades like the Strand Slicewire. They're even giving us exotic transmog where we can apply legendary or rare armors to our exotic armor. And the absolute cherry on top, Sparrow Racing League is back. Yes, SRL is actually returning for this final standoff, including horns, racing gear, racing weapons, the whole 9 yards. Bungie is essentially taking off the training wheels, giving us the final sandbox, and saying, go nuts, have fun. Just like Destiny 1, Destiny 2 will remain completely playable after June. So, where does that leave us? Unfortunately, Bungie didn't explicitly say the words Destiny 3 today. They focused on vague new beginnings. As a community, we know how this studio operates. The Destiny franchise is Bungie's crown jewel. It's the universe we all love. By closing the books on Destiny 2's active updates, they have finally given themselves the room to build the next generation. I'm choosing to look at this not exactly as a funeral, but as the first potential step toward a Destiny 3. Am I expecting a sequel next year? Absolutely not. Game development takes time, especially nowadays. But looking out at the horizon, I am incredibly hopeful that within maybe the next 5 years, we'll be standing at the launch of a brand new era, on a fresh new engine, with a brand new story. This will be a true blank slate. It's scary to think about a world where we aren't waiting for the next Destiny 2 expansion reveal. It's going to feel quiet for a while, but sometimes you need a little bit of quiet to build something to completion. Like the Twid said today, every end is a new beginning. To every legend, every dredgen, every conqueror, and every new light who has ever shared this space with me, thank you. Whether we were grinding out god rolls, wiping on raid bosses for 6 hours straight, or having conversations so good that we find ourselves aimlessly wandering the tower, we built this community together. Destiny 2 gave us some of the best gaming memories of our lives. On June 9th, we're going to give it the massive send-off it deserves. We're going to race some sparrows, we're going to farm some of that updated raid loot, and we're going to celebrate the journey. This is the last hurrah for Destiny as we know it. There's a possibility that we may never get another glimpse at new Destiny content. So together, let's send this thing off in a bang, as one of the greats that we have ever witnessed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all later.